Do you notice that any of your friends ever don't come out to play because they're like, oh, I'm gonna just watch a show, or or they're on the iPad and they're just watching YouTube videos? Do you have any friends that are like scroll locked even at your age, where they're just always on social media and they're not out as much?
Yeah, I actually have 2 friends that are definitely socially locked. I mean, they're both really introverted, so either way, they don't really they're very soft-spoken. They're not very loud, so a lot of times I have to really go huh? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Huh? So they're really soft-spoken, and they're really cool friends. It's just that sometimes they don't like going outside to the park, and they like staying inside, going on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So I'm not judging them though, because going online is fun too. I just feel like going outside, you still need that sunlight. You can't be up in the dark all day. So it's very important.
Is that a normal thought for kids your age to have though? Because I feel like, I don't know, so it's actually really interesting to talk to someone your age, but are kids your age glued to their phones, and are kids your age conscious of the damage that it can potentially do to constantly be locked into this device?
Yes, I can't speak for all kids, but I know I am. At times, I can be glued to my phone because of social media, also because there's a lot of fun,
entertainment.
Memes,
It's entertainment. It's great.
Entertainment. It's all great, right? But I also know, hey, I need to take at least an hour away from it, because first of all, the light is not good for your eyes. And I'm basically blind. I have contacts on right now. So
you wearing contacts?
Yeah, I have contacts on right now, wearing my cardio. So yeah, I'm basically blind at this point.
Low key flex.
So I'm basically blind at this point. But I know that's not very great for you, because that can cause addictions. And I feel like in my school, especially, there's for our English class, we had to do projects, but the project was, our phone's good or bad for you. So I felt like that was really stuffed down our throat, that they're not good for you.
What was your answer to that?
For my project?
Yeah.
I put it that I'm right in the middle, between good and bad.
Yeah.
Because
that's probably
phones
the answer.
Phones can be good because they're great for emergency purposes. They're good for, let's say, informational purposes.
It's the greatest tool in the history of humanity.
Seriously.
And worst.
And true, and worst. Because one thing that my teacher actually told me in my English class, one of my teachers, she told me that especially with computers and laptops and with iPads, tablets, whatever, even with the phone, you're not supposed to put it on your lap, because that radiation, the radiation from it.
Oh, come on. What's the teacher's name?
You sure I can say it?
No, actually, I'll say that.
Yeah.
There are real physical concerns. In the
I know,
same way,
yeah,
like
but
people weren't supposed to stand in front of the microwave.
Yeah,
Right.
but Mikey, it's 2020.
No, I get that, but when we talk about it, we don't mean as much the at least I don't, the physical concerns. There's a lot of innate issues with the phone and with social media, and how it affects your attention span. How it affects your ability to have eye contact, have real meaningful conversation with another human. You obviously haven't experienced this yet, but what it does to relate people in relationships, having, seeing constant options 24/7. There's a million issues. These phones provide good. They help you get from place to place. They give you information, most of which you don't need to be completely on. Like, I don't really need to know what the most prevalent bug is in South America, but I do know it because
there's that bug guy on TikTok.
Yeah, there's a bug guy on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So you'll start to learn, and I'm always very scared for the younger generation, because these phones have really took over. And I think that me and Logan slightly differ on this, but I lean more towards them being a problem, and he's slightly more towards them being a solution. But I think I can tell that you already know that you have to be a little bit mindful of how much time you spend on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's key. You have to really be mindful about not only the time that you spend on it, but also the problems that can happen on social media. Not only talk about physical problems like attention span or eyesight either, but more so how it can really affect your mental health. Because if you're glued to a phone all day, you're not able to go outside and make friends. You're not able to go outside and have actual conversations with those around you. And from people who are from neighborhoods similar to where you're from, and you're not able to actually relate to other people's either problems or other people just in general. So you're not able to hold those kinds of conversations. Also, sorry,
Little cinnamon toast crunch got me.
Yup, that cereal in the morning, it got me again. But seriously, yeah, it's not necessarily, I'm right in the middle between it being a problem, but also being a pretty good thing because it's able to form careers. I made a career out of it.
For real. Yeah.
I made a career out of it.
Same. That's why it's so hard for me to speak out against it because it's the thing that's making me
Right,
money and
where would
paying
we
for
be?
everything.
Where would we be? I would more than likely just be outside
I'd be at
playing
Love
basketball.
Sack selling beanbag chairs, to be honest with you,
Huh.
which was fantastic too.
Sounds good.
They're very comfy.
even one other last thing on it is, and maybe this is important for you too, but one of the main things that we've lost with having these in our hands and having access to so many interesting facts and just stuff at our fingertips is boredom. Boredom, people always have looked at with a negative light. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Boredom has produced most all of the greatest ideas that have ever come out of the world, right? Like
Right.
You're just sitting on your couch or looking at the ceiling, you're thinking. This replaces thinking. You no longer have to problem solve. You no longer have to say, how do I deduce this answer? How do I figure this out? Because it's right here. You no longer have to think. So my fear is that this stunts our thinking so much that we're no longer dreaming. We're no longer thinking of solutions to complex problems that the world has because we're stuck in this scroll lock of just thing after thing. A school bully, shooting, this thing, that happened. What happened with Cardi B today? Blah, blah, blah. And we're not saying to ourselves like, yo, what if oh damn, that's been a real issue that's affecting the marketplace. How do we solve that? So I think that lack of boredom is an issue. And then obviously converse to that, it sometimes provides inspiration that then leads to things. But I think that lack of boredom scares me a little bit too.
Same here. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Hey guys, if you like that clip, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more zany clips, click the video right here.